proportions. Our current knowledge system has 8 ways of knowing. To compare the two knowledge systems, we will take the popular International Baccalaureate curriculum called the IB curriculum of the current knowledge system. This we will take as a standard to check IKS, that is Indian knowledge systems, against it. The IB curriculum is followed in 159 countries and has agreements in USA, South Korea, Japan, Spain, etc. Its website has a testimonial by Stanford University, USA. The current knowledge system using the IB curriculum uses 8 ways of knowing. Sense perception is the first among the 8 ways of knowing. The other 7 are reason, emotion, faith, imagination, intuition, memory, and language. It may be concluded that reason, emotion, faith, imagination, memory will be strongly influenced by the first way of knowing, that is sense perception. If evidence of senses presents the truth in one way, reason and emotion too will follow. This will influence faith and memory. Current knowledge systems ideas are built on the evidence of sense perception. This leaves 2 out of 8 ways of knowing of current knowledge system, which are language and intuition. Indian knowledge system is based on Sanskrit language. Its grammar text Ashtadhyayi is likened to a Turing machine, which is an idealized mathematical model that reduces the logical structure of any computing device to its essentials. Therefore, using this criteria, this way of knowing of Indian knowledge system is better than current knowledge system. The other comparison comes to intuition, the last way of knowing. Usually, intuition is without evidence. It may give an inkling of the cause or about something that is likely to happen. Indian knowledge system, instead of intuition, depends on creating an ability to generate insight. Insights are based on total clarity about the nature of any or all phenomena. Indian knowledge system has 4 important ways of knowing. Terms of the Vedic stream are used here. Words are only a means to show concepts. Concepts in many streams of Indian knowledge system show commonalities. Look beyond the words to learn the concepts. IKS does not use ways of knowing that are linked to each other. Each of its ways of knowing are independent of each other. As the language it developed was advanced, it did not include it in its way of knowing, as current knowledge system has done. Insight replaces current knowledge system's intuition in Indian knowledge systems. Again, it is not a way of knowing. Its ways of knowing are designed to give insights as a natural byproduct. Indian knowledge systems makes concepts simple. It too starts from sense perception, just as current knowledge system does. So let's consider its 4 important ways of knowing. These are called Pratyaksha Pramana, Upamana Pramana, Anumana and Shabda Pramana. Loosely translated, Pratyaksha implies what sense perception takes as the truth. So, Indian knowledge system doesn't deny the current knowledge system's approach. It just takes it a little further. Sense perception is something that humans share with the animal world. In fact, some animals have better sense capacities, so it figured out. Its other ways of knowing are designed to declare the distinction of humans from the animal kingdom. Its approach to way of knowing is different. It has 6 ways of knowing. To keep it simple, we study only 4 here. Using its approach, you can self-study the other 2. The sessions will demonstrate the use of methods of knowing of knowledge systems. Upamana implies using the method of comparison. We will use it to decide which knowledge system to choose by seeing which one can solve global problems. A. For this, we will compare evidence of impact of Indian knowledge system and current knowledge system in creating well-being. Secondly, B. We will also compare the difference in approaches of current knowledge system and Indian knowledge system. Then let's look at Anumana, which implies inference. We will use this to infer if ideas of CKS, current knowledge system, will succeed. If this is unlikely, we will use inference to study it. We will use inference to study the impact of IKS, Indian knowledge system, on ideas that plan for progress, subjects of economics and management, and ideas that enable progress, that is sciences and mathematics. Secondly, we will infer why current knowledge system or CKS deviated from the path so that we can avoid the same pitfalls in the new knowledge system that we select. How will we demonstrate IKS or Indian knowledge system way of knowing, that is Upamana? We will compare evidence of impact of society of CKS and IKS. The evidence of current knowledge system can be judged by the conclusion reached by the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, a group of the wealthiest countries of the world. After the 2008 recession, their report concluded that 3 things have occurred simultaneously in the last 150 years. And these things are that prosperity has been created, technology has grown, and education has spread. But they found that despite the spread of education and technology, social pain has been created. This has led them to question education. They now want education to create future progress with well-being. They plan to create a well-being curriculum by 2030. However, for last 15 years, work on a well-being curriculum has been funded by 500 campus grants in the USA. Were these able to create well-being? Eminent researchers conclude that mental health is at epidemic levels. In Upamana, we see evidence of Indian knowledge system for comparison with current knowledge system. We will see evidence in a hamlet in South India where 3 decades ago or 4 decades ago a school was set up where current knowledge system was used but with Indian knowledge systems. Today, from primary to PhD, all education is given free of cost. Its students and those who have imbibed the ideas of ancient wisdom serve in a couple of super specialty hospitals where all treatment, including surgeries, are given free of cost. Over 5 million free services of the highest global standards have been given till date, and this includes free cardiac surgeries, neurosurgeries, pacemakers, 3,26,000 free surgeries, 26 million free diagnostic tests, etc. have been given. The mobile hospital covers 440 villages Not only this, free drinking water facilities have been provided to 1,600 neighboring villages, giving relief to 3 million people, including those in 4 cities. This is evidence of well-being. Concepts of Indian knowledge system here will only use interpretation of texts that led to this. So the concepts that we are going to use to demonstrate how Indian knowledge systems can create well-being will use all the interpretations of Indian texts used by those who studied in these schools and those who studied these concepts, which has led to the evidence that we are sharing. Now we come to inference, anumana. We will infer why planned changes in current knowledge system may not succeed. What could have deviated current knowledge systems in the last 150 years? We will see how ideas of reductionism, scientific materialism, and philosophical idea of sense perception being the human essence may have made the current curriculum value neutral. This is despite the emphasis on ethics in the curriculum design always.